Scott Taylor?
Sure, absolutely. I'm excited to be here today. I love the new media. I'm going to tell you who I am, why I'm running, and then we're going to discuss what you guys are here for, and that's new media and how we're going to use it in politics and how it's emerging as a huge, not just a trend, but a big integral part of politics and campaign running. Again, I'm Scott Taylor, and I'm running for the 2nd District. I'm a common man. I was born on the Eastern Shore in Maryland, on the Maryland side. See Melody right there, but it's all basically the same, sweet potato biscuits and ham. I started working on a farm and paying taxes at age 11. And you're going to hear a lot of Republican talking points up here, of course, because we're all Republicans. So at the age of 18, I took off to the Navy, wanted to be a SEAL, so I went in, I became a Navy SEAL. I spent a lot of time, roughly about collectively probably 2 years of my life all throughout South and Central America, teaching Host Nation Special Forces, working with military leaders in country, and doing counter-drug stuff. I'm not from Havana, or wasn't born there, however I'm fluent in Spanish. I spent a lot of time in the Middle East as well, not a lot of time, not the same in South America, but I spent time in the Middle East as well. I started investing in real estate at a young age, so I now have a real estate brokerage. I own a fitness franchise in Virginia Beach, and I started doing some security consulting this year. In fact, I was in Yemen during the Israel-Palestinian conflict this year, and protecting U.S. citizens and oil platforms for a private company. I have a great perspective of folks outside, and I'll use that knowledge and my other culture as well as my fluency in Spanish to move America forward in the world. I'm running because I feel compelled to do something, to not sit by idle, but to serve, be a servant leader, not anointed or appointed or handpicked, but actually work with leather, wearing leather in these shoes, and I certainly am ready to walk holes again in my shoes. I'm a bottom-up candidate. I do not like the direction that the country is going in, which of my colleagues up here who are great people and servants, of course, and who have also served in the military. Being in the 2nd District, it's not a novelty if you're a veteran. Everybody's a veteran. But that being said, I cannot sit by idle. I want to change the direction of this country. I can't stand the generational spending. And with that, we'll stop with the Republican talking points and let's talk about new media. I'm a big believer in new media, and Kenny said it best when the younger generation is really good at it, the older generation, the thing that drives traffic, and we're going to utilize that stuff because, of course, it's free. And I can touch thousands of people like that for 0 money. So it's emerging as a huge asset in politics as well as media around the world, not just, of course, in America, but look at Iran. How are they getting the message out there? Anybody? Of course, you guys all know. Twitter. Everybody knows. Exactly. So, this social media is changing the world, not just changing politics or here in the 2nd District or America, but it's the world. It's a huge thing. It's not going away. We need to utilize it. You still have to use the tried and true methods in the campaign and politics to touch those folks who are afraid to touch the computer that might break or they may get some kind of radioactive content or something like that. But it's a huge emerging asset. We will use it all through this campaign. I will ensure, and I've already told JR already this, and I've already done this, when we send out things to the mainstream media, I'm hitting you guys first. I'm going to hit you first and give you the breaking news prior to doing that, because I think it's important. And you are, someone already said it, you are the voice of the people. It's a bottom-up movement. It's what everybody really thinks out there, not moved one way or the other, whether the left-leaning or right-leaning newspaper, it's left-leaning or right-leaning person, or maybe down-the-road person. So again, I think that social networking and all the technology that's out there is an integral part of the future. And we're here to usher in a new era in Congress, and that's part of it. That's part of this new era, is utilizing social networking and media and this technology to touch out, reach out to people, and to be able to listen. With that, my website is scotttaylorforcongress.com. I hope you'll visit it. I hope you'll help us out any way that you can. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're all there, and please reach out to me and we'll reach out back to you. Thank you very much.
Mike McFadden.